welcome to GQ Live. I am very good evening and welcome to GQ Live. I am Molife Kumona, the online editor for GQ Magazine South Africa. Thank you so much for joining us for our chat. Thank you, Gilmore, Sean. This evening we're speaking to E Entertainment's first Africa host, Kat Sinivasan, is going to be joining us as we chat lockdown, as we chat style, and we basically talk about what he's been doing. And Bradley Ndlovu is saying, is that coffee? No, Bradley, this is just water actually. So Kat is going to join us in literally just now, and we're going to chat everything lockdown. Is also going to tell us about some really cool grooming tips. So it's going to be a cool conversation. Can get the conversation going. Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Should I move back? Look
Yes,
at my
that's perfect.
I gave myself a hair.
Listen, it looks alright. I've resorted to wearing hats and caps and stuff. I'm sorted until whenever.
Just come up with solutions. We're all gonna make a plan, you know?
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How you doing?
Good. I was gonna wear a shirt, right? So I've got this shirt I wanted to wear. Then I read somewhere that you said one of your pet peeves is a shirt that's not well ironed. I was like, okay, I don't want you to be looking at the shirt and going like, Mo, why did you not iron the shirt?
You've got all the time in the world. Why didn't you iron it? You had all afternoon.
I was working, and also like, laziness kind of gets you around this time.
Excuses. Look, you look okay. I'm all about plain black basics, so I'm
Yeah,
down.
cool. So what have you been up to during this lockdown? Day 27, I think, right?
I've lost count. I can't believe you're still counting.
No, I only started counting yesterday when I was doing a chat with someone and you say day 25 for like, no. Day 26, I think. Oh yeah. Day 27. What have you been up to?
I mean, I'm going about it day by day, doing what I can. I'm definitely like a really crafty guy. So
Mm-hmm.
staying busy is not that tough for me. I've been painting, and like
Okay.
that's the main reason why I needed to get onto this live. Anybody who knows me knows I'm not about the life, but I need to show you guys. I'm coming up with like new skills, new talents. It's gonna be a
Oh
new me
wow.
by the end of this lockdown.
Have you always been interested in painting, or is this new?
I think probably the last time I touched the paintbrush was in like kindergarten.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah.
Oh wow. Let's see.
Okay, so are we starting the exhibition? This is
Yes, we
serious.
want. Yes, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's see it.
Okay, so the very first thing that I ever painted was like on day 2 of the lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
just got the brushes and the paint. I'm slowly running out of paint though. So this is my first
Hey.
piece. Piece
Oh
number 1,
wow.
right?
Piece number one. What do you
The
call
cool
that
thing
piece?
about this piece is that I didn't paint it on a canvas. Somebody gave me a birthday
Okay.
present and I used the top part.
Uh,
So what are
uh,
you rating this out of 10?
Listen, that's like a good 7.
All right. I actually want to see in the
That's a
comments.
7.
Let everybody rate it as well. How much for my Bart Simpson? Right. The second one,
Piece number one.
I started
Yes.
getting a little bit more confident, you know? So I did
Uh-huh.
a portrait. This is a South Park
Oh, hey. Oh,
portrait,
I love that.
right?
That's
So we
really
have
cool.
Wow, we have Token, we have Kenny.
Did you
And this
do
is
this? Like, what?
Party.
How?
What do you mean?
I am, I mean, I didn't know you had this. Wow.
I didn't know this either.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
I'm shocked. And I did this on a
Oh,
random cardboard.
ah,
Right? How much would you give
I'm
my
picking
first one?
favorites.
Out of 10?
Um, Out of 10, someone just said, Xavier said a solid 10, bruh. Solid 10.
You guys are kind. Now I know that you're lying because it can't be a 10. I'm looking for like real. This is beginner level paintings. So you need to be honest. Like,
And for beginner level, it's pretty good. It really is.
okay.
It really is.
I'm gonna skip one. There's so many. I'm not gonna go through them all. I
No, no,
have
no.
one.
Can we at least see 5 or 6? Then I can also choose the one that I want from you. Since the lockdown is done,
Right.
I'm out there in Joburg.
Here, I have
Okay.
that I painted.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Okay.
And can you guess what I did this on?
Um. Uh, I was gonna say Kappa box, but you still already have.
Newspaper.
How?
Bam! So
How?
I actually like painted the newspaper black so it holds. It gets kind of hard. Look at me giving you painting advice.
Oh, wow.
How much would you give me for the
You're an
lips?
artist. The lips, I'll give you 7.5. Simply because I mean it's on newspaper. Yeah, 7.5 is all right. It's okay.
This is art on unconventional canvases.
Yes. 7.5.
And then I have one, before I show you what it is, I did it on a human rights chart, right?
Okay. Uh-huh.
This is good to know your rights. This is another cartoon.
Oh, so Kosinkosi gives you 8 out of 10 for the lips.
Oh, for the lips? Okay,
Yes.
let's practice where I'm going to stand.
Ah, so cool.
Right?
So dope.
And don't ask me why Dexter doesn't have legs. That's because he actually doesn't have legs.
Oh, wow. Can we see one more?
Okay, now this one
Ah,
is it's when I'm starting to get a little bit more serious. I did this on an actual canvas, right?
okay. Uh-huh.
And this is my abstract piece. I call it Quarantine.
Quarantine. Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay, I need to get up for this one. I'm going to put it up
Okay.
here. Oh no, I need to
Um,
go all the way.
Quarantine. Um, okay. Very artistic. Um,
Okay,
yeah. Take us through
now
it.
that is my abstract piece of art. And I really like
Uh,
abstract pieces of art. I have like a couple in my home. So, yeah.
Interesting.
How much did you give me for Quarantine?
Quarantine, yes. So Moshaka Laka is saying, can you send it to Brooklyn?
Can I send it to where?
Brooklyn.
Oh, no, actually, yes, I can.
Ah.
Yeah.
So Quarantine, I would give 8.
Oh,
No, because I would give it 8 because it's abstract. But then I would want to know the story behind it. It's abstract, but I would want to know like what were you thinking? What went through
it's
your
about a very dark
yeah.
time when the whole world
Mm,
faced a pandemic
mm.
and we were on
You see,
lockdown.
mm. So Teboho is saying Quarantine is a 10.
Oh,
Teboho is also very artistic. Yeah.
to be honest, all my friends that I've shown my paintings really aren't that into them. So that's why I had to show other people who aren't my friends so that they can give me honest opinions. And you guys are loving it, right?
Yeah, we are. We are.
Okay.
I don't mind the Quarantine. I really don't mind the Quarantine. I could definitely have that.
You
So
see, and that's
after
I have another
Quarantine,
canvas.
yes.
I have another canvas, so I'm going to start on a new one tomorrow. But you see, the ones
Mm.
that I'm doing from this point on are more higher grade and Lulama Wolf-esque.
Wow. I'm glad though that you haven't stopped laughing. You have not lost your excitement and
Definitely.
basically who you are during this lockdown. How have you
I
kept
mean,
that?
my thing as a performer and an entertainer is to escape reality, you know?
Mm,
And that's what I do for a living, create some level of
mm,
escapism.
mm,
And when things get this hectic, I think that's when we should really capitalize on the grief and entertain people,
mm,
you know, because
mm,
that's what's needed at this point. It's just like we can't sit and talk about Corona every single day because we know
mm,
what's happening. It is a fact. But
mm.
we need to enjoy ourselves at the same time because life does go on. We're gonna be out of lockdown sometime soon as well, you know. So how are you staying happy?
I get you. So mentally, because you know, when I speak to a lot of people, what even personally or people I work with, the thing that they gripe about is mental health, anxiety, panic attacks. Outside of your painting, what else are you doing to just keep yourself in check mentally?
I mean, every day presents a lot of time to meditate. And I think I really am an introverted person in my essence. So I'm always alone and
Mm,
reflecting. So it's not that much of a struggle for me mentally because
mm,
this is what I do. I spend a lot of time by myself. It's just I don't have the option or the choice to get out
mm,
and
mm,
socialize.
mm,
But I'm coping, to be quite honest, because there's a bigger reality. There's a reason why we're at home. And the scares like work and all of that stuff, it's the fourth industrial revolution. Something has to happen.
mm,
It's,
mm,
it's a
mm,
fact. So I think just being honest with yourself and realizing what is happening in the world will always just keep you in touch and you won't lose it. But people differ. So you've got to cope the
mm,
way that you cope. I think some people who do absolutely nothing are perfectly okay because if you're not the type of person who gets over shock really quickly, allow yourself to go through the stages, you know?
that's true.
Don't always just try to be going live every 5 minutes if that's not what you do.
Mm,
Yeah.
mhm. Cool, cool. And you shared some tips for us on how to stay well groomed during the lockdown.
When is the piece
I'm
coming
finding it
up?
extremely hard. Your piece is already out. So you see, you have not been checking the website actually. It's been out for perhaps a day,
Okay.
I think.
Does everybody know that I
Yeah.
did an article for GQ?
Yes, they do. Yes, they
I
do.
didn't
Well,
share
the
that in
people
my
who've been on the
introduction.
website. Cool. So just tell us about that. How are you staying well groomed? I mean, it's very hard to do it. And also because you're not going anywhere. I mean, I'm just like, why should I?
Yeah, I actually think I'm gonna calm down on the changing outfits that hectically. I looked at my washing basket yesterday and it is overflowing. It is a disaster. I don't even know where I'm gonna start. So I think like the changing outfits twice a day, I need to calm down on because
Why were you doing it?
it's just habit, just what I do. Because I do home workouts, so I want to like, you know, wear the gear and feel my
Mm-hmm.
abs. and
Mm-hmm.
then when I'm
Mm-hmm.
hanging
Mm-hmm.
out, I want to do like super lounge, and then I get onto a call with some of my friends. And I don't want to wear pajamas for that. So I'm really excited. So I find an outfit, and I say, speaking of outfits, I brought you
Yes.
three pairs of shoes that I think every
Yes.
guy
Yeah.
should have, that I'm living
Uh-huh.
for, that unleash after the lockdown,
Yes.
and three
Yes. Let's have a
jackets
look.
that I think everybody should have. So the first pair of shoes are these, right?
Oh yeah.
These are like patent leather boots.
Dope. Dope. Dope.
They have a bug
And
on the
what can
top.
you wear these with?
Hey,
What can you wear them with?
so I literally wear boots with everything. At this point, I even have a pair of YSL boots that I wear with almost every single outfit when I'm on a red carpet because they give me height. So I
Mm-hmm.
think when it comes to patent leather, you can wear them with like a good pair of black skinny jeans with an open black shirt. You
Mm-hmm.
could do it with the suit too if you're really feeling yourself. At this point, the rules don't apply anymore. Here's another pair. Pair number two.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Now, I really like a good conspicuous item, you know, where
Oh damn.
you almost feel like you can't wear it 5 times in a row. These are Dr. Martens,
Uh-huh.
and I've never worn them, but I like the leopard print, right? How cool is that?
Yeah.
And they've got a pretty thick sole.
And I
Like
love the
that's
soul as well.
hard
Yeah.
to wear. Yeah, thick soles are everything. You could wear this with a pair of jeans, and you know, like the boyfriend jeans for the actual boyfriend are on trend right now.
Yes. Yeah.
So those shoes I pair up with a really cool. Me and preparation. How do you feel? This is your most jam-packed live yet.
I know, it's quite exciting and like very interactive, and I like that.
Yeah.
But
So
why haven't you worn those shoes though? Why haven't you worn the other
because I got
shoes?
them like right before lockdown, and I got them
Ah,
unmatched.
okay. Okay.
I wear
Okay.
those shoes with this jacket. See,
Uh-huh.
this is a leopard
Mm-hmm.
print jacket that has a denim cut. But if you look really closely,
Okay.
this is like a faux fur type of material,
Ah, oh wow.
right? So perfect for
Oh
the
damn.
winter. And it goes with those shoes perfectly. And my last pair of shoes that I have to show you, super cash, very necessary.
Uh-huh.
These are
Mm-hmm.
these. Now, this charcoal gray, I literally wear them every single week.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, especially now since I have nowhere to go and get dressed up for. This is what I wear like every single day. These laces are reflective, so when like it's really dark and the light
Mm-hmm.
shines on them, they reflect. So that's super duper
Mm-hmm.
cool. You can wear these with anything.
You can't wear them
Honestly,
in the suit though.
no. I'm also
Yeah.
like totally on the fence with student sneakers, and I know a lot of people do
Uh-huh.
that. But I feel like if it's
Mm-hmm.
not a standard white sneaker, I'm on the fence about it.
Mm-hmm. I get
Okay,
you.
jackets. Let's wrap up the jackets. Two more jackets for you.
Yes, yes. Let's see.
I've got a sequence jacket here that I think is an entire party.
Look. Oh, hey, oh, hey.
So it's a
Where's
golden
this from?
diamond. Okay,
Where's it from?
this is from ASOS. Yeah, I
Ah,
actually got two of these by mistake. So maybe
how?
we just do a giveaway.
Oh yes. That would be great. That would be great.
We'll
No,
hear in
that
the
would be.
comments actually, right? But what's cool
Yeah.
about this is that you can actually cover the sequence. You see, you can go totally black. You can go totally gold.
Mm.
Right, it's a must.
No, that's.
Definitely
Oh
not
wow.
like a beginner level fashion item.
No, 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 not at all. Yeah. You'll just be like,
Then
what
lastly,
is
I
this?
have a leather jacket. Well, I didn't just want to show you the one that
Your
I'm
yeah.
because I've got all the time in the world.
Mm.
So leather jackets always in. I think this is going to be a really big one in the winter. And here I brought. So it doesn't always have to be a biker, because everybody thinks
Uh,
getting a leather jacket it has to be a biker. There are different
mm.
types of jackets. Here I have a pattern leather snake skin. I wore this to a dinner that I hosted not so long ago, and this is like a
Uh,
snake skin pattern leather cropped
wow.
jacket. Pretty dope. What do you think? Which one would you wear?
Wow. Which one do you think I would wear? You know me a little bit, but which one do you think I would wear?
So all these options are really risque for you.
Mm.
I know you like your style pretty simple. So I think you'd probably wear like the leopard print.
Possibly. I could try that. Or I'll probably wear the one you're wearing now. Same.
Okay, the simple biker
Well
leather print.
fit. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think
Perfectly.
everybody needs a plain black biker. It's a staple. So important.
And what does everyone need in terms of grooming? Like, what does every guy need? Grooming products. What are those like three products that you definitely gotta have?
So first of all, I think beyond products, I think every guy needs shaving blades. Like one for your head, you need like a shaver for your head. You need one for your beard and
Mm-hmm.
another one for manscaping. So having your
Mm,
own blades is really important. Don't only rely on the barber to cut
mm,
your hair.
mm,
It should be
mm,
like, especially
mm.
right now, because I mean, life will never be the same again. So we need to start learning to do a couple of things for ourselves. The second one is a really, really good moisturizer,
Mm,
lip moisturizer too.
mm.
I have one here. And this was totally not planned. I just always have one.
But
I don't
but then you
think, but
see,
I think every guy should have a good lip moisturizer. Actually,
we can't read that name. You see, I have this one right here,
what
and
is that one?
this is good leaf, so CBD vibes. So this was planned. This was, yeah, I was kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna do this.
No, but you need that. I swear, like ashy lips are not a thing. And lastly, definitely every guy needs a fragrance and you need more than one fragrance. So I have three
Hmm.
of my favorite fragrances with me right here. Um,
Hmm.
Number one, I literally rate this. Can you see this? I've seen
Yes,
like
this is
put their hand there.
no, but you see what happens is because it's kind of mirrored, we can't see the name, so it's
Oh,
upside
Dior
down.
Sauvage.
Remember?
Dior Sauvage. I think this is like my top fragrance. I'd give it like a
Hmm.
9 out of 10. Uh, it's amazing. And then Dolce and Gabbana. Okay, now it's literally
Hmm.
running out. Can you see how little is left there? I need to
Hmm. Hmm.
after. So here's a trick that I do. Every time I go into a red carpet, I mix the two
I'm
fragrances,
like that. Mm.
and it is major. Literally, like
Uh-huh.
the people behind me just asking, "What do you use?"
What are you wearing? Uh-huh.
Literally. So I think like mixing up the fragrances is a really good one. And then my number one fragrance, I think, if it's your wedding day,
Mm.
you know what I mean, or your first day
Uh-huh.
in the
Uh-huh.
position that you have been
Oh
working
no,
for
that's
all your life.
Cartier, right? Cartier. Oh
Cartier,
yes,
inspiration.
dude.
But like
Mm-hmm.
special occasions, it doesn't feel right when you wear it for nothing.
Is it? My favorite is Hugo Boss. I forgot the name. It's um, I'll remember as we go. That's one of my favorites as well.
Yeah,
So,
I love
and
boss.
when you apply like the two, do you apply them in the same place? Because what I usually do is I
Let me
apply
show
probably
you.
here, then here. Yeah.
I'm actually like disgusting. It needs to last
Ah.
all day. So remember, on the
Uh-huh.
red carpet, you wanted to stay there from like the first and the last guest must get the same
Yeah.
experience. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
ordinarily, I always just go right on my neck, city
Yeah.
fuck, and then we
Uh-huh.
go with the other one. So like
Uh-huh.
everywhere I do it, I just add, and I usually do like
Ah.
the back of my torso.
Ah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
everywhere. Just but like you keep on going, and then once you've hit every like important point, then you just go guns blazing. Just go.
You're
Yeah,
crazy.
that's how I do it. No wonder. That's why there's so little left. Because
Mm.
I'm
Wow.
not, I'm not the type to hold back.
And you're always wearing suits, right? Well, not always, but most of the times on red carpet or you're doing your MC gigs. If I'm buying a suit, what are the like top three things I need to look for in a suit? Either buying or getting it tailor made.
So actually, shockingly enough, I don't always wear a suit. I only wear a suit to work. And I
Oh,
think
okay.
most of the time that's when I'm in the public. But in my own
Mm.
capacity, I'm really, really casual. I think I wear a tracksuit 70% of the time. So if
Oh.
you're buying a suit, I always think it's better if you get your suit made. But if
Mm-hmm.
you're buying a suit, I think the first thing is you buy the closest size to perfect for you
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
still get it tailored to your
Get it
body,
tailored.
right?
Mm.
So I think it's few stores that can give you suits that you don't need to tailor. I know Zara can really turn it out with the suits. Like they've saved my
Mm-hmm.
life on many occasions.
Mm.
But most of the time, if you buy a suit, you need to get it altered. Check the fabric. It's always like really really important to check your fabric because that also determines whether your suit will last forever or
Mm.
not. It
Mm-hmm.
also determines whether the suit creases easily. And lastly, always go for colors and cuts that suit you. So like wild
Mm.
lapels are really on trend, but I don't
Mm.
enjoy a wide lapel on a bigger guy. So I think a smaller
Ah.
lapel
Uh-huh.
looks better on a
Mm-hmm.
bigger guy,
Mm-hmm.
and a skinnier guy looks
Mm-hmm.
better with a wider lapel. So it's always just like stuff that suits you, but it's always like down to personal preference for me if I'm being 1,000% honest.
Cool, cool. I was just reading some of the comments here, and someone is saying they can literally smell the concussion of the cologne.
I'm
It's
living
put.
for the smell right now.
And your top three South African designers, or just designers generally?
um, I want to mention South African designers, but not necessarily my top three in no particular order.
Okay.
I would
Uh-huh.
go Tlale. David Tlale is incredible. I've been working with David Tlale so much. I actually opened his autumn winter show. We did like
Okay.
an isolation quarantine inspired fashion show where there was no audience and
Ah. Ah.
shot.
Uh-huh.
Amazing. You definitely need to check that out in David Tlale's
Wait,
account.
yeah. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. I was about to ask where you can see that.
Yeah, David Tlale's account. You can check it out there. Orapeleng Mudutle, I don't know a designer who has pulled through for me more than Orapeleng Mudutle. He literally designs all my ideas from scratch.
Mm.
Like, I'm like, I want to drip in jewels. And he's
Uh,
like, figures out a way to do it and not have it be too much, you know?
mm,
And of course, Tom Ford is my life.
mm.
Yeah.
And where do you hang out? So if you could pick three places where you hang out, obviously, pre-lockdown and after lockdown, where are your three places that you definitely hang out, and why do you enjoy those joy?
I'm
I know you like
genuinely,
staying at home a lot.
yeah, I was about to bore you with
Mm,
my answer and say, if there's a lot of people, I really don't enjoy it unless you're paying me,
mm,
then I'll find a way.
mm,
But
mm.
I prefer to be at home, but like surrounded by people whose company I enjoy. So like a few of my good friends and family. Sounds so boring, and I'm not like the guy with these like politically correct answers. I'm so wrong
But
in
that,
all the
but
right
that's
ways.
okay.
Yeah, but like, but that's honestly like what I'm about. I'm really like a homebody. I enjoy chilling at home.
Is it? And you watch a lot of TV, like your favorite television shows?
Right now, I'm enjoying. You need to watch Nightly Pop and E Entertainment, and that's not because I work there. Honestly and truly, Nightly
Uh-huh.
Pop is
Uh-huh.
amazing. I also enjoy the Late Late Show with James Corden.
Oh yeah, that's very cool. Uh-huh.
Jimmy Fallon. Okay, I'm really into nighttime talk shows because I actually
Uh-huh.
feel like that's the next step for me in my career. I think the next show I want to host needs to be
Uh-huh.
a late night talk show.
Mm.
Don't you think I could
And
do that? Don't you think I could actually, because ordinarily it's like a comedian who has to do the show, right? As we've seen it
uh-huh.
happen. But a pop culture driven late night talk show hosted by this.
It would be. It would work. It would
Right?
work.
I really like want to break the mold of it always having to be a comedian and have an actual TV host because we don't have jobs anymore, the TV hosts. Do you know what I mean?
Wh- Why do you say that though?
Because anybody can host. A musician can host now. A dancer can
Ah, I
host.
get you. I get
Yeah.
you. I get you.
So we need to look at different ways of doing it.
Since the
Okay,
whole time
but
we're talking, right? Uh-huh.
locally, I enjoy, and generally, actually, I enjoy my trash TV. So, Mojalab, we are Jola 99. I mean, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the trash TV. I'm living for it. There's another show on Mojalab called Is Pity Pity. Ha! Do yourself a favor. Do yourself a
Uh-huh.
favor. I also watch all the Real Housewives, all of them, all of them,
Uh-huh.
all of them. And geez, though my favorite show of all time, and I say this every single time, is RuPaul's Drag Race. And if you don't like Drag Race, like something's wrong with you. Do you watch
Something's
Drag
wrong
Race?
with me.
Yeah,
No.
you don't
No.
watch Drag Race. Tonight,
No.
let's do this. Tonight, watch at least one episode of season 12.
But okay, but I do feel that you probably knew the answer to that when you asked me,
I definitely knew
right?
the answer to that. I
Yeah.
already said something is wrong with you before you answered.
Is it what time tonight?
No, it's on Netflix.
Oh, is it? Oh,
But
okay.
episodes every Saturday in South Africa.
All right. I'll try it out. I'll try it out.
Do yourself a favor.
Is it? And your favorite drinks? Someone sent through a message when I posted that I was going to be chatting with you. They're like, "What are Kat's favorite drinks?" So let's just
So
do three.
I mix amazing drinks, just by the way. Uh,
Hmm?
so you know. So I created a new one. I call it GG.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gin and grapefruit cocktail. So you mix gin and tonic and some grapefruit juice and add
Uh-huh.
like 2 slices of grapefruit. Amazing. My favorite gin is like a
Ah.
hen. I really enjoy
Uh-huh.
that. Then
Uh-huh.
if we're going a whiskey cocktail, Singleton, of course, any
Mm-hmm.
day.
Mm-hmm.
And I do a whiskey and tonic, right? Have you ever tried a whiskey
Okay.
and tonic?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
Amazing. I'm like the guy who enjoys my whiskey either neat or like a splash of water. But if you
Ah.
add
Mm-hmm.
tonic to that, it creates like an entirely different, like a single shot of whiskey and a glass of tonic.
Ah.
Amazing. Amazing.
So Neva is asking with Singleton. So I think Neva is asking, do you put tonic with Singleton or because that's what Neva is asking.
Yes. So the Singleton is the whiskey. So Singleton, 1 shot of Singleton or a double if you're Kat
Mm-hmm.
Sinivasan, and a glass of tonic.
So
Please
I'm looking here.
respect. I beg your pardon?
There's Fana Futi. No, I'm just saying there's Fana Futi who's saying, Kikupa attention. Fana, hello, how are you? Just say hi
No,
to the
it's
guys.
not
Say
that.
hi
You
to,
can't have that attention.
yes.
Nothing
Oh,
go back
yes.
attention.
So let me just look at some of the questions that are coming through because we've been talking and we haven't
I'm giving you my third drink
looked
though.
at the.
While you look at those questions, find a good one to ask me. My last favorite drink
Mm,
is tequila and Red Bull. If you're having a wild night and you're trying to stay up all night, tequila.
tequila and Red Bull.
Oh, 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 oh.
How?
But for a
How?
night of debauchery, you know.
Yeah, but tequila. I mean, this is the first time I've heard of tequila and Red Bull.
Well, welcome, Dad.
Okay, so, um, so yeah, favorite musicians. Who are you listening to at the moment? Like, if you could choose three musicians you're listening to right now, who are you listening to?
Now, I definitely
Mm,
say Sir. I'm enjoying Sir. I'm enjoying Georgia Cat and
hmm.
Masego.
Ah,
Yeah.
and and uh, Bachos is asking, your favorite local musician.
My favorite local musician, Casper and your best.
Ah, okay.
Actually, can I tell you the thing about Casper and AKA for me? So right at the
Ah,
beginning, um, I used to live for AKA, and I was like, "There's no way I'm
ah,
gonna stand for Casper over AKA just by
ah,
virtue of the
ah,
music." And
ah,
now
ah.
I am with Casper all the way because I enjoy how experimental he is. You know,
He is,
he's
yeah,
like
definitely,
listen to
definitely,
any
yes.
genre, and I enjoy that fearlessness because I mean, if you shoot in the dark, the shot will definitely land, and he's so
Mm.
brave, really dope. And I stalk him at the gym. I see him all the time.
Ah, Comfort is asking, when did the love for entertainment start? Comfort Molefe.
When did the love for entertainment? I think as far as I can remember, I've always been interested in entertainment in one way or another. I never thought I'd be a presenter. I've never wanted to be a presenter. When I started presenting, I used to absolutely hate it, and I was terrible at it.
Uh-huh.
I always wanted to be a musician. I thought my life would be selling records and performing shows. But I've always liked, as far as I can remember, I've always liked entertainment. There's nothing else I'd rather do.
You see, so that question answers kind of falls into what Malis is asking. Malis says, "Can you please sing for us?"
Oh no,
Literally, I didn't know you could sing.
I do sing.
Way, like I didn't know you could sing. Like, like,
Like I sing in my house. Like since the lockdown, I've been writing lots of songs too. Like, I'm
Uh-huh.
not sure if I should drop them or not. You know, I just need someone to help me record because I ain't got no studio. But yeah, I'm
So you can
a
like sing.
yeah, I'm a musician before everything else. I've just like followed what life has served me.
So I literally found out about this now. But you
But
don't speak about that often, do
I
you?
do. Every time I've spoken to someone on a public platform, I've mentioned it.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
Mm.
And then someone is asking here, who's your celebrity crush locally and internationally? This is Nelly Cho who's asking that.
I celebrity crush. I have crushes on real people, like people that I see in real life and go, "What?" You know what I mean?
But
I don't have
but
crushes
that's the
on
no,
TV
but
until I
but
see
no
them.
no, but exactly. I think that's exactly the question. You get to see some of these people in real life. If it's a local celebrity or local, yeah. Or are you evading the question?
No, I actually just don't have a crush on a celebrity.
Ah, okay. Fair enough.
Does
Fair enough.
anybody have a crush on a celebrity? Is that like a thing that happens all over the world? Do you have a celebrity
I
crush?
I don't have a crush.
Oh, a period.
Period.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Period. Oh yes. Okay. I only had one crush a long time ago on Melinda Bum. You know, former Miss SA.
You should start by calling her Melinda. Bam! Okay?
Melinda Bam. You see,
No,
and then I finally met her, and I think we were doing some interview for previous publication I was working for. Then we went to the house where they were staying, and I had to speak to her. And I literally went like, okay, please hold on. Like this proximity, I didn't think it would happen. I need to breathe. And ever since then,
nice.
she's been lovely. She's lovely, lovely.
Okay. I mean, I have like a celebrity who I really fanned out for. I fanned out for Kim
Mm.
Kardashian. I think
Oh
I
yeah?
saw her all night. I was fanning out from a distance till I couldn't take it
Uh-huh.
anymore, and I had to
I saw
leave.
you.
Do you know
I
what I
saw
mean?
you.
Have you ever found out from far and you're like, this is just not enough? I need to
Uh-huh.
get there. So yeah, maybe that would be my celebrity crush, I guess. If
But that was really cool though. The way you did it was very classy. It was really,
I was
it
just
was,
a
yeah.
super fan. I didn't lie.
What happened behind the scenes? Was it as classy as it looked on our side, or was it a quick, then you left?
Yeah, I didn't like the conversation didn't continue after that moment.
Mm.
You know what I mean, it's not like I ended up sitting and going, "Ah, thank you so much, Kim. Now let's go drink at the bar." No, I literally had to go past the bouncers who were literally watching every single corner of the table to make sure that
Oh
like they
wow.
didn't get mobbed because everybody's trying to do that. But
Uh-huh.
I grabbed it. That's the reality of it. I didn't even crop the video or like
Uh-huh.
anything. It was
You're just like,
amazing.
this is what it is.
Yeah.
T Mac Tweezy is asking, who's your fashion icon locally and internationally?
Locally, I definitely stand for Ricky. Like, it's insanity. I really think Ricky
Oh
can do
yes.
anything. And,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know, I really like to see a rapper take the risk
Mm-hmm.
because it's just
Mm-hmm.
breaking the mold of toxic masculinity. Just like
Mm-hmm.
turning it up, man. Just being so major. And internationally, I enjoy a lot of bloggers. Can I say that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
And not necessarily celebrities, because I think a lot of celebrities get their inspiration from the kids who are killing it
Bloggers.
online. That's the new
Mm-hmm.
wave. Um, yeah. So a lot of international people inspire me.
I saw the funniest question here.
I can't
Joe,
see these
Joe,
questions.
I can, that's, so Joven dot Jovanchick.k is like, did you get jaw fillers? If you did, where?
No, I didn't. That's
So
all.
where did you get your jaws? Your mom gave you the jaws.
Yes, actually, I got it from my mama.
Such a funny question. Yes. So, okay, let's. Oh, yeah, yes. So, someone was asking, what would you say are your top tips to nailing it as a presenter and an MC? You are E Entertainment's first Africa host. Um, you are like one of the people who MCs almost everywhere I've been to, and you're exceptional at it. So, what would you say to someone who wants to follow your footsteps, and what are some of those tips? Because you said when you started, you were really bad at it. What did you get right going forward?
I was really terrible.
Mm.
Just thinking about it breaks my heart. But I hate to give advice on something that I don't necessarily think I'm an expert at. So I can just share what I do to create the
Okay.
best
Mm-hmm.
product.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
for me, it's always, I always say that you start as a host, you start your job upon arrival at the venue when you're not even
Mm-hmm.
dressed yet for the first
Mm-hmm.
rehearsal because it's an
Mm-hmm.
energy thing, you know? So I always think you need to be in the right frame of mind to do the job, essentially. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Makes
So,
sense.
absolutely. So I've once had to work with someone who I didn't necessarily get along with, but to
Mm-hmm.
create the best product, I knew what I had to do. And that was to always separate myself from socializing and stressing myself out
Ah.
for the
Mm-hmm.
actual task that we're here for. So
Yes. Uh-huh.
silencing the noise is number one
Mm-hmm.
on my list. And that
Mm-hmm.
refers to the actual noise at the venue that you're working at, the hype that comes to you
Mm-hmm.
as a person who's on television, all the bad things that people could possibly say about you, putting yourself out there. Because at the end of the day, as a television host and someone who's a public figure and personality, you put
Mm-hmm.
yourself out there to be judged. And
Yeah.
you can be angry at the judgment that comes from the people because I give you the product
Mm-hmm.
and you give me your opinion. And that's how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
I wrap it up and go home after I've done the product. I'm not going to sit and go
Mm-hmm.
back and forth with you about your opinion because
Yeah.
that's what I'm here for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's
Oh,
all
wow.
about being, you need to be comfortable in your own skin to be able to
Mm-hmm.
do the job.
Yeah. Got you.
Mm.
So we spoke, oh, like soon after you became the first Africa host. You spoke about some of the stuff you wanted to do. Some of the stuff you've done. You've gone to the People's Choice Awards. You've done all these amazing things. What are some of the things you still want to do?
Oh man, there's so much. I just mentioned to you that I want to do my own late night talk
Late
show.
night show. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And as much as I have dreams and plans of moving and
Mm-hmm.
being an international talent, because I just believe
Mm-hmm.
we need to take our country to the world, and
Yeah.
that's only accomplishable by going to the world. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But one thing that I definitely want to do in South Africa is be a late night talk show host who's not a comedian. And that's like a
Mm-hmm.
recent goal that I've set for myself. And I do believe that life is forever changing. And I never
That's
thought
true.
that I was dying to do a talk show. But that's where I
Mm-hmm.
am now.
Mm. And Comfort is asking, please ask him if you would ever consider doing radio in the future.
Yes, I'm actually considering doing it now. It's just,
Uh,
I have the attention span of a 3-year-old. I get over things really quickly in the conversations. I've already started getting restless now, plotting my next move. But I think with everything you learn, and I'm one person who's not afraid to take criticism and
mhm,
build myself up to be the best at whatever it is that I'm doing, that I can be. So
mhm.
I'm looking at getting into radio, definitely.
Favorite person to interview? I know you said before Tandis from Mazwai. Is it still the same? Just 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, Sinisavan was a blast. Right now, hmm, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Mm.
I don't know at this point. I can say my favorite interview, well,
So
my
far.
most favorite interview that I remember recently
Mm.
was with Lyra.
Mm. Mm.
Um,
Mm.
we did like a hospice bits show together, which was for charity, and I emceed and did the red carpet for the event, and she performed. And just speaking to her, like Lyra is the Beyonce of South Africa. You watch her alter
Mm.
ego on stage, and when she
Mm.
gets off, she's like this down to earth chick who's from Ekasi, exactly just like me,
Mm.
you know. So
Mm. Mm.
I really just enjoyed that. Her sincerity is what I appreciated the most.
Mm. Someone is asking, how do you overcome fear before interviewing someone big? That's Mr. Morfire.
How do you overcome? I
The
think
fear
it's
of it.
the fear would be the nerves, right? I
Mm.
think
Mm.
when it comes to nerves, nerves are good, and I think everybody who is a performer can tell you that nerves are always good because it's hunger, it keeps you on your toes. I can't imagine being relaxed during an interview
Mm.
because I wouldn't pay enough attention. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
on my toes the whole time. So I think allow the nerves to exist but not consume you.
Ah.
Uh, yeah,
Uh-huh.
there's
Got you.
literally nothing you
Let
can
me.
do to get rid of nerves, actually.
Teboho is saying, Kat, do you use any skincare products on your face? If yes, which can you name some of the brands that you use on your face?
Yes, I use Biomedics face wash
Mm.
and Biomedics day cream and a Biomedics night cream. Biomedics is the way to go. And they don't pay me to
Uh,
say this. So trust me on this one. Biomedics is what I
is
use.
is Biomedics Dr. Judy?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. So 'cause I was thinking it's the same thing.
I ain't
So
know no
Macho is
Dr. Julie. I ain't know no Dr. Julie. I just know that my
Judy.
skin. Yeah, I know you. Smile.
Um, so final. Let's see. Let me. I just want to check this. It's Macho is asking, "Are you a believer?" Says, "Is he a believer?"
I believe of
So I think, are you a Christian? Are you, yes, are you religious or?
I am spiritual.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. Let me see if
I
we have
have,
any.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, what were you saying?
I was going to get my book of answers because some of these questions I don't have the answers to.
Where's your book? What's your book of answers?
There's a book that I have. It's called the Book
What
of
is it
Answers.
called?
You just ask a question and the book. Then where is it? I keep looking.
Is that an actual
Hold on.
book? Okay.
Okay, wait. Got it. Ah, the Book of Answers. Right?
Oh wow. Like for
So
real?
any question.
Um, I don't know. Any question?
But
Okay.
even questions I put a
Um,
second ago.
no, I'm just trying to think. Like book of answers. What would any question?
Read a question. Read a question.
Okay, let me read a question here. Um,
Oh, you've got a little notepad.
yes, I do. I do have a lot notepad. Yes or no? Why are you this person? Why are you this person?
That is cute. Come on. Notepad.
Okay. Anyway, so what? The first 5 things you want to do after the lockdown? That's a
Uh,
question.
well, the book
Uh-huh.
of answers can't answer that. But I can tell you what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to work, first of all. I'm dying to
Hmm.
work.
Mm-hmm.
And my work involves people, so I need to
Yes.
get out of here and work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, go to a party. I actually feel like, as much as I don't enjoy parties, I'm dying to go to a party and have like a double tequila and Red
It's
Bull.
yeah. Mm. Um, Bato is asking, oh yeah, maybe the Book of Answers would work for this one. Would you like to get married and have children one day?
Oh, perfect. You see, although I know the answer to that, the Book of Answers says assistance would make your progress a success.
Uh-uh.
So, if I think given the right person, I would do all of the above.
Someone is asking, let's see who's asking this question. I want to get the name. Oh yes, Comfort is asking. Please ask him what he thinks of the entertainment industry in South Africa.
In South,
Mm.
I think the South African entertainment industry is growing.
Hmm.
Um, and I always think we need to remember that when we say entertainment industry, it's a very broad statement. You can never
Mm.
make a judgment on the entire industry as a whole, to be quite honest. So um, I think it's growing, and I hope at some point we genuinely start celebrating things beyond mediocrity on a higher level.
Mm.
Um, and I just think there's a lot of potential. And because of the way that things work in our country and there being a specific demand for a specific type of entertainment approach,
Mm.
entertainer, it's
Mm.
very difficult to put yourself out there because you kind of know what people want. And to
Mm. Mm.
stray the consumer into your direction takes a lot of bravery. And we got to do it. And we are on it.
Mm.
So, but I
Mm.
genuinely think we are thriving. We're doing the most.
Benny is asking, how would you describe your journey in life till thus far?
Yikes. My journey in life, like
That's
from,
far. The Book of Answers? The Book of Answers for this one?
where did I put the book? In life, like from the day I was born.
You must stop this.
Well, don't be pressured into acting too quickly. That's what the Book of Answers says. And
That's the only thing. Is that the only thing in that book?
it spoke about the right partner the last time when it was marriage and children. And now it's saying, don't be pressured. And that's how I feel. I've never, ever tried to be someone other than who I am in my
Uh-huh.
life. And I think sometimes it's not worked for me, and sometimes it's worked for me to a point where I don't even believe the things that I've gotten from just being myself. So I think it's been, the ups and downs of life get us all. Come on. I'm not trying to be Dr. Phil about this. Yeah, well.
Mm. Mm. So let's before we go, let's read some comments here. Just let's give uh every okay, yes. Here's a question from Fana Futi. Do you enjoy live television or pre-recorded?
I think live television and pre-recorded are two totally different things.
Hmm.
I I'd say I enjoy pre-recorded more.
Mm.
I enjoy both. I like live because anything can happen, but
Yeah.
I like to create perfect television, and I like a little bit of control. So
Mm.
pre-recorded works out the best for me.
Batra is asking, a lot of people say you're the male version of Bonang. How does it feel to be compared to such an icon?
I think she's an amazing television host, definitely. And I
Mm.
think that's where the comparison is because I really take hosting seriously. As far as our styles, I don't think we host the same. I look up to her. She's not on my level.
Mm.
Hello. Male version. I wish I could get to that level one day where I'm hosting international shows across the borders. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I appreciate the comparison, but I don't think there's such a thing. That's so weird.
Okay, cool. So let's just look at the comments, acknowledge our viewers before we leave. Literally, knowledge is saying, Kat, you're forever my inspiration. Since the day you won e-search, um, I- it goes to, okay. I went to YouTube just to watch the final episode. I remember you by those tears of joy you cried. You remember that video? I know you
No,
hate that video.
what video?
Okay, I know. Okay, let's moving right along. Moving right along.
But thank you. That's a really nice comment. I appreciate the support. There's nothing I appreciate more than people who support the work that we do. You don't know how much it means in a world of trolling and
Mm,
actually not getting what you deserve. People who can see through all the bullshit and see that you actually about that life. I really
mm.
appreciate it.
Lungi is saying, "Love you, Kat. Been a fan since Mzansi Insider, as the best dressed and handsome man in SA. Who locally, uh, who locally are the top three best dressed men in your opinion?" You said Ricky Rick earlier. Locally, are you still sticking with that with him as well on
What?
that
That's not,
list?
yeah, so Ricky Slays. I think Ricky
Hmm.
in the throat, Jay, is a style icon.
All right. Who else? Who else? If you're
No,
gonna
but
choose two more.
me and Ricky at the TOP.
Ah, ah, ah. And Trebza is saying, is Trebza, he's from hostel days in NSA. Firstly, congrats on your success. And secondly, will you ever take up acting?
Um, yes, yes. I'm a performer.
Ah,
Did I tell you? Sorry, I didn't mention that in this call. I say it so much, but
ah,
then every time I talk to someone, they say I didn't say it. I'm a triple threat. I sing, I dance, I act. I'm a performer extraordinaire. It's coming.
okay,
But if you
okay.
missed what happened in the past, you can Google me anytime you want.
Okay, okay. Uh, and Fanafoot is saying, yay, go for it. Um, yeah, so I think I've covered most of the questions, and I know you do have the attention span of a 3-year-old. I know this, like, so that's why you're doing this. I was like, okay, there goes that
At this
baby. Can
point,
we
I would
release the
get
baby?
out. Like, I don't even do well with like series on Netflix because it's the same thing for too long and it doesn't work for me. So I just like end up not finishing anything. Like I didn't finish When They See Us, and everybody hates me. They took away my black card for not finishing When They See Us.
It was long. It was long. Have you watched Games of Thrones? Game of Thrones?
I did, but not the last season. Well, not
Oh, but listen.
all of the last season.
Ah, okay. So it's also quite long, so I would understand.
Yeah, all of them just go like that for me.
Anyway, Kat, thank you so much. This was
Thank you.
fun.
This is so
Um,
fast.
so I'm getting out of the it's called what? Quarantine, what?
Quarantine. Yeah.
Quarantine or the lips. So you can save those for me.
Right. Okay.
Like for
I'm gonna
real.
add the details to my Cash app at the bottom of this.
Why are you this person?
Yeah, maybe I'll have more paintings at the end of this, and artiste will be I.
No, but that's fine. I've just asked for it's actually my birthday in June, and last year you didn't get me a gift. So like, you know what? So it's we can just put them together, like just, that
Hmm.
works.
I mean, we'll see about that.
Cool, cool. So thank you to
Amazing.
everyone who joined us. Thank you so much. And yeah, stay safe, stay happy, stay yourself.
You too.